Hey, this is Eileen Fernandez-Parker from Cultivating Learning. In this episode, I'm going over Google Sheets for novices, and I'm just going to show you how to very easily resize columns and rows so that your spreadsheet looks nice and you can see everything you need to see. I'm also going to show you a trick, a more advanced feature for how you can wrap text. So what we're looking at here is the pink and purple columns here, A and B. A is too narrow, B is too wide. So what you need to do is you need to put your cursor over the line that separates the A and the B. So here's my A, here's my B. The line in between is going heavy blue, and normally you would get a cursor, an arrow. When the arrow shows up, it's not showing up now for me because of my screencast, but when you click on it, you would get an arrow. You can drag this bar to the left and to the right to manually resize to whatever size you want it to be. So if you had 12 or so columns, that would kind of take a lot of time. So there's a faster way. So what I want to show you is over here, this cell right here, below where it says FX and above the number 1, that's the Select All button. When I click on that, notice my screen turns blue. So I'll click on it to remove it. So when I click on that, it selects every cell. Now, when I put my cursor up between two column headings, I can click and drag, and that will make every column consistently the same. That's if I click and I drag. They will all be the same width. So if I go super narrow, they're super narrow. If I go super wide, they're super wide. Whoops, let me try that again. Select all. They're all wide. Now, there's a feature here. If I double click on that separating line, it will auto resize everything. So notice column D here, which needs to be super long because it's an email address, is as long as it needs to be. The phone number is as wide as the heading phone number. So each of these columns now is perfectly as wide as it needs to be. So that's how you can auto resize columns. Now for rows, if I want the rows to all be the same height, I can highlight them all, select one, and drag, and they will all be consistent, okay? Now, the double click, the way the columns worked for auto resize, does not work with rows. So you can only manually drag for rows. Now, let's just say that you have an answer here that is very long, okay? This answer is longer than I need it to be. And if I have anything in this column, I can no longer see the rest of what's here. So what we need to do is we need to look at wrap text. So we're going to come up here to this button on the toolbar. This is the wrap text button. And I'm going to select the middle one so that you can see the text is going to wrap around. And watch what happens to cell C11. When I click on this, now I can see everything in that cell. So you can hit the Select All button and go to the text wrapping and choose the Wrap button, and you will format every cell in the spreadsheet to automatically wrap text for you.